Have you ever had one of those nights? You're tossing and turning, you've tried everything, and you just can't figure out why you can't get a decent night's sleep. Well, what if I told you the answer might not be in your bedroom, or even in your head, but deep inside your gut? Yeah, you heard that right. Let's dive into some truly surprising science.
It sounds a little out there, doesn't it? But this is the big question scientists are asking. Could the trillions of tiny little organisms living inside you actually hold the key to sleeping better? We're going to unpack exactly how this incredible connection works.
So you might be thinking, okay, that's a cool idea, but is there any real science to back it up? Absolutely. This isn't just some wellness trend. A major study, funded by the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, dug into this, and what they uncovered was pretty remarkable. The main takeaway was just crystal clear. What the researchers found is that people with high gut diversity, and that just means having a whole bunch of different kinds of microbes in there, well, they slept longer and more efficiently. On the flip side, folks with lower diversity woke up more often during the night. The bottom line? A more varied gut ecosystem seems to be a recipe for better sleep.
And this wasn't just a tiny, maybe it's a coincidence kind of link. For all you data nerds out there, the statistical correlation they found was a strong, positive 0.643. Now, for the rest of us, what that number really means is that this connection is solid, it's measurable, and it got scientists very, very excited.
So how in the world did they figure this out? Well, the study itself was kind of like a fantastic piece of scientific detective work. To get real answers, the researchers had to follow a bunch of different clues all at the same time. Here's the game plan they used. First, they tracked everyone's sleep for a full 30 days using these things called ActiWatches. You can think of them as super accurate research-grade Fitbits. At the same time, they analyzed gut microbes from stool samples, and they also took saliva samples to measure immune system signals. Then, and this is the really cool part, they layered all that data together to see what patterns popped out. It was an incredibly thorough way to do it. And as they started connecting all those dots, a key player emerged, a sort of biological go-between, a messenger that was carrying signals from the gut all the way to the brain, and it was directly impacting sleep. And here it is. Meet interleukin-6, or IL-6 for short. It's something called a cytokine, which is basically just a fancy word for a tiny protein that acts as a messenger for your immune system. And as it turns out, IL-6 is a star player in this whole gut-sleep story. Okay, so here's how the chain reaction works. Step 1. The researchers saw that a more diverse gut microbiome was directly linked to more balanced levels of that key immune messenger, IL-6. This is the first link in the chain. And here's the direct connection to sleep. Those nice balanced IL-6 levels were in turn tied to people getting more total sleep time. So now you can see the pathway, right? It's going from your gut to your immune system, and finally to your brain, resulting in healthier sleep. IL-6 is the bridge. It's a critical part of this communication superhighway that scientists call the brain-gut axis. It's how your gut health can have a real physical effect on how well you rest. Pretty amazing. Okay, so the science is clear. This connection is real and it's powerful. So that leads to the obvious next question. If our microbiome is so important, what even is it? And more importantly, is there anything we can do to support it? Let's take a closer look at our own inner ecosystem. I absolutely love this analogy. It's so perfect. Your gut isn't just a tube with some germs in it, it's a complex, living city. And each of the trillions of residents, the bacteria, the fungi, and all the rest, they all have jobs to do, from digesting your food to making vitamins and, as we now know, sending signals straight to your brain. So how do we support all the good guys in our internal city? Well, one of the best ways is with probiotics. The definition is super simple. They're live, beneficial microorganisms. You can think of them as sending in reinforcements for your gut's friendly army. And their jobs are so important. Probiotics help make your gut lining stronger, which helps keep bad stuff from getting into your bloodstream. They even help with the production of brain chemicals like serotonin. And honestly, just by taking up space, they crowd out the harmful bacteria that can cause trouble. All right, so the science is fascinating, but let's get practical. What does this all mean for you, day to day? If you want to boost your gut health for better sleep, or just for better wellness overall, where do you even start? Food. The best place to start is always with food. Fermented foods are just packed with these helpful probiotics. I'm sure you know about yogurt and kefir, but you could also try things like sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, or even certain types of fermented pickles. Just adding some of these into your diet is a fantastic first step.
Now, if you're thinking about going the supplement route, here are 3 simple things to look for. First, check the strength, which is measured in CFUs. You want to see at least 1 billion. Second, look for quality seals on the bottle, like GMP or USP. They just verify that it was made properly. And finally, remember that consistency is everything. You have to take them regularly to really see the benefits.
And that brings us to one last really powerful thought. We started this whole journey just looking at sleep, but the implications of this constant conversation between our gut and our brain, they're enormous. If we can influence something as basic as sleep by changing what's in our gut, it just makes you wonder, what else could we influence? Our mood? Our focus? It's an incredible new frontier in science and a powerful reminder of just how connected everything in our bodies really is.